I'm out here today with my Jetwood JC14EP. This truck has been amazing, and on 3S it's gone as fast as 64 miles an hour on taller tires. Trying to get out of the wind here. At any rate, the electronics in this truck are completely stock. I think on the stock tires it went around 60 miles an hour with this setup. The only thing I've done to it is added a 26 tooth pinion gear in place of the stock 16 tooth pinion. Still have the 45 amp ESC. It's got the 2852 Angry Snail 4400 kV motor. And then I'm running these AIMROCK tires. I've tested these in different RC cars. They've gone as fast as 63. So it should be happy enough running these. And my thoughts are, because they're so much smaller than stock, it should still have plenty of speed. I'll see just how fast it goes with the GPS. I'm thinking maybe low 50s. And hopefully this school here has just enough room for me to get it up to full speed. But with it being lower, maybe the handle will be better. Stock, this thing is a complete mess. With the stock tires on it, you really need extensions, hex extensions to make it handle. Link in the video description. I have a video where I ran hex extensions and it completely transformed the handling of this car and made it so much better. But maybe with these small tires, it'll be pretty good just like this. We'll see. They don't sit out quite as far as the stock tires, so that's a negative. But I think the lower ride height may more than offset that. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and see how this thing runs with the 26 tooth pinion, which will effectively shorten the gear ratio though when I'm running these smaller tires. So maybe it won't get too hot and be happier than it was with the larger tires with this tall gear. I'll be running my strongest small 3S packs. These CNHL Black Series packs are ridiculously powerful. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here and let's see what it does. I did not preheat these today. All right, my Milan Mini GPS isn't reading today. Pretty frustrating when that happens, but can't get a good connection. So I'm just gonna wing it. I threw my cell phone on the bottom of here. I'll pop the Milan on here just in case it decides it wants to work, but it's not looking promising. All right, let's see what we can do here. Jeez, this thing is quick. Easing into it. Full throttle. Whoa, almost smashed it into the end there. Jeez, this thing is awesome. Let's see if I got a good speed here. I don't know if I'm quite getting it up to the top speed. Okay, we did get a reading here. This though has a delay. The cell phone registers much more quickly, much more often. 55. That's the difference between the Milan and a GPS that registers more frequently. The refresh rate's quicker. We'll do it again, but with that delay there, unless you're at top speed for a full second or so, the Milan probably is not going to register it. It's not to say it's very accurate. It's extremely accurate. It just needs that time at full throttle. This is barely a big enough space here. But damn, this thing's running good. Oh, geez. I apologize for the wind noise. And max speed at 3.6, so that's interesting. But let's look here, and 55.8. So I think that was right along in line with what the first one was. I don't need to run the GPS anymore. And again, I did not preheat these batteries, so certainly could go slightly faster. But 55 miles an hour is actually a little faster than I expected. That's 2 miles an hour, maybe 3 miles an hour faster than it was stock with the stock gearing. But again, I'm running a 26 tooth pinion instead of the stock 16 tooth, but these little tires here effectively make the gearing shorter. So overall, the gearing is slightly taller than stock. I'm just gonna have some fun now and try not to hit this curb, and let's see how this thing handles without the extra weight of the cell phone and just hooning around with it. And again, guys, I apologize for the wind noise here, but man, this thing is nuts. Look at that, it's drifting around. Oh yeah, it's not tipsy at all. I'll probably eat these tires up pretty quickly doing this, but I love how it's not tipsy. Ooh, I say that, you can tip it. Jeez, this thing I would say is almost too fast. You know, I might turn it down to the lower speed setting. It has that ability with the ESC. You can turn it down so the punch is just not so insane, because this is just excessive here. I'm gonna just run it for a minute or two and see how hot it gets. But this thing is absolutely bonkers. Ease into it here. Whoa! All right, let's see how hot it's getting. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn that punch and speed setting down a little bit, because this is a bit much. I don't want to break it, and I think it'll actually be more fun with it turned down. All right, after a couple minutes of running the motor, it's pretty hot. I should say pretty warm. I can touch it for probably about 10 seconds before it's starting to hurt, but it would get hotter pretty quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead, and if I remember right, I'm gonna let me turn it off first. If I remember right, I'm gonna push this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now that should be in the lower speed, lower punch setting, and let's see how this performs. Now that I'm running a lower performance setting, I will, on the second battery, GPS it again to see how much slower it is, but I think the main thing will be just less punch, and I think it'll make it a lot more fun. Let's see how it handles now. So it definitely has less punch, and it's definitely a little slower too, but I think it's going to have plenty of performance. Let's see here. I would say that may have dropped about 10 miles an hour, but probably a little easier on the drivetrain, a little easier on the tires, and hopefully a little less likely to smash it. Now this Jetwood JC14EP has been a fun, durable truck. It's I think it's on sale now for $170 or $180, ready to run. And this thing is bone stock again, except for that $5 pinion I threw in here, 26 tooth pinion, and different tires. But otherwise, this is completely stock. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Look at it. These tires, $15 for 4 of them on Amazon. So if you're running this on road, which is really the only thing to do with it, it doesn't have the suspension travel necessary for really going off-road. You could do baseball fields and stuff with the stock tires, and it'll be a lot of fun there. But it's just, no, it's not set up for off-road on a scale, really, to have fun off-road, in my opinion. And I'm just going to run this for a few minutes here. So far, I've missed the curbs, which is great. I'm wondering if it's still going to overheat like this. And the CNHL Black Series this is the battery to get for this thing. Great performance at a very reasonable price. And I don't know if you're gonna find a stronger battery that fits in the stock battery department. Now, I don't want to bore you guys here. I am enjoying it on the slower speed setting. Maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know, but it's not completely insane. It's still pretty damn fast though. Whoa, that was a little close. Now, I either hit the thermal shutdown or the low voltage shutoff. Which one, I'm not sure. I'll grab my voltage checker in a minute. Okay, I have the cell phone GPS zeroed out. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this GPS on here. Hopefully it'll register something, but I'm not sure. Again, this is in the slower speed setting on the ESC. Can we hit 45? Easing into it. Hey, let's come back this way. Full throttle. All right, let's see what we did here. Definitely was not 22. And on the cell phone GPS, 47. So it went about 55, 56 on the high speed mode. So actually only what, about 8 miles an hour or so slower. And let me go ahead and try it now on 70%. So if you are new to you know, RC cars, maybe you have a kid or something, 47 miles an hour is still way too fast for someone that's not used to RC cars. So let's see what it does down on the 70% mode. Maybe that'll get it down, I don't know, low to mid 30s would be a little less of a handful. Oh wow, that's way slower. I'm guessing that might only be, I don't know, 25 or 30. That seems pretty slow. 31 according to the Milan GPS. It decided it wanted to work maybe. And here 29. So I'm questioning the Milan GPS more than the cell phone. Let me run it one more time just to see. And I always recommend you put packing tape up to 3 layers over the screen. Oh, look at that, it's going nuts. It's not even reading and it's up at 14 miles an hour. The car wasn't even moving. But yeah, packing tape on here protects the screen. You can see where I flipped and really messed this GPS up. The screen would be shredded if I didn't have that packing tape on there. So when I get home, I can just go ahead and replace that. All right, let's do a couple more runs and make sure we got a real reading. It looks like it's about 30. I think it was 29 on the cell phone GPS, which is definitely the more accurate one on a day like today, where for whatever reason the Milan is really acting up. The Milan says 24, which is not right. I'm guessing this is going to be right around 29 again. 28.8. So there you go, consistent readings on the cell phone GPS, and that is going to be a lot more suitable for someone that's new to RC cars. All right guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions on this Jetwood JC14EP, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.